All right. Welcome everyone to this week's episode of the Pit Therapy Podcast. I'm Kyle, and we've got Trevor, and then a special guest in Dan from the band Worst Behavior. And I think this is a Pit Therapy first to have brothers on podcast. So, yeah, dude.
Proud to be part of history.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
We had a great time talking to Adam, so we're super pumped to talk to you. So.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What a cool thing to like, because my brothers are like chuds, they're losers, they don't like this stuff, so like I can't talk to anyone about it,
Yeah.
So it's cool that you have a brother that like you're in it with.
Yeah, once I started getting hardcore when I was like 16, 17, he was all like, because we grew up like listening to almost the same stuff, whatever is like around us and all that. And then when we discovered punk, we wanted something a little bit more aggressive and found out about hardcore. We're like, okay, this is like the lane we're looking for. And, after that, since 2004 or so, like hardcore has just been our lives since then.
Now, Adam is older brother, right?
Mhm.
So were you the annoying little brother? Or were you like, no, I'm showing my brother what's up, because Kyle was the annoying little brother and we were stealing older brother's albums.
Yeah, no, well, we would I don't know if you mentioned this, but do you remember this thing called BMG Music or something where you like you like it's like $1 and you get like 10 CDs. I don't remember the format, how the format was, but it was something like that. And you had a whole catalog of CDs you could get. So I don't know if there's a statute of limitations, but we scammed our way of getting a bunch of music like that. This is before dial-up was a thing, but we didn't have good enough internet to like download songs, right? So this is our way of like getting CDs of like all types, like hip hop, metal, punk, different stuff like that. So we would share CDs like, oh, have you heard this like Biggie album? We're like, no, let's check it out. And then Misfits and like Megadeth, like different stuff like that. So we weren't like, I was maybe when I was little I was probably annoying. Like we're like kids, but in my formative years he would like look out for me and stuff, and like take me to like concerts, I guess,
Yeah.
before we like discovered what shows were and all that.
What's the age difference?
About 4 years, 4 or
4 years?
5 years. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like me and my older brother. My older brother's 4 years older than me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like younger. I was super annoying to him, like definitely, And then when he was in high school and I was middle school, I tried to be cool with him and his friends. His friends were dickbags, but like, I tried to be cool with him and stuff. But he got me into a lot of music too. But it's cool to hear stories like that. Because my little brother, on the flip side, 7 years younger than me, he's super annoying. Trevor says I'm the annoying one. My little brother's way more annoying. And he used to steal my CDs and get into my crap, and I hated that. So
yeah. I think like the most me and my brother beefed was like when we were growing up, was like when we play against each other in Madden, or like video games like that, where he like beat me and I just get so mad.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
no,
I'm genuinely curious now, because you guys have age gaps that are the same and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I'm going to speak for Kyle. I tend to do this a lot, just so you know. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we were growing up, we were stealing CDs and stuff from Brady. That's Kyle's older brother and stuff.
Mhm.
And we were listening to stuff. We got into punk because of him. We were listening to a lot of Boy Sets Fire. We were listening to AFI, stuff like that. Okay. When we hit about 15 years old, MySpace was what blew up, right?
Mhm.
And we started to find our music. And
Yeah.
we started to get heavier because it was our music kind of
Mhm.
thing. No more of this wussy punk crap,
Yeah.
right? We gotta go heavy, right?
Yeah.
Did you have something similar where you're like, what was the first band that you found where you're like, this is my band, Adam. Screw you, man.
Yeah.
Well, as far as like the one band that really clicked for me was Hatebreed. It was probably like freshman, sophomore year. Must have been like 2002, 2003. I heard the song "I Will Be Heard" and I was like, "Yo, what is this? This is like sounds heavy. It's aggressive. I want to hear more of it." And I was in high school. I don't know what class it was, and someone's like, "Yo, I have this Hatebreed CD," and I thought it was Perseverance, but it was Satisfaction is the Death of Desire, and I was like, "Yo, let me check out that album." I didn't know they had a previous album, so I'm listening to it. And I'm like, "I Will Be Heard's not on here," but I was like, "I don't care. Actually, this whole album's insane. It's fast. It gets hard. It's like everything I was looking for. Like, cause I liked punk, but I wanted like a heavier, aggressive like sound. And when I heard Hatebreed, I was like, oh, this is perfect. And after that, like, Hatebreed was that for me. And then, Adam heard Hatebreed too, and it went from there.
So, but like, did you claim them? You're
No,
like,
no.
"Listen, man, I like it. I
No,
like
we
heavier
and
stuff."
Adam have a
than
pretty good
you.
relationship. We never like really did anything like that.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
It is
But that's awesome.
It's fun to hear because like I'm the only one in my family that listens to this music. Trevor's got sisters and like they don't listen to this music, and so like to us it's fascinating. It's fun to hear that there's like brothers that got into it together and was their thing to share and bond over.
Yeah, like in our local scene too, when we started discovering local shows, they're like, okay, cool, there's death metal shows, there's punk shows, and we would frequent like all types of shows. And we're like, man, we want a hardcore scene. It's just like the previous hardcore scene that was there was from like the older heads that played more as far as like a thrash leaning style or more just straight up like hardcore, not like hardcore punk, I guess. Uh and I was like, where are the bands that sound like Strife? You know, like that's what I wanted to hear. And then me and Adam were just like, fuck it, dude, let's just start this. We'll start with like my band and then just see if there's any other people that connect with it. And it was rough at the beginning because no one really like fucked with like what we're trying to do. But over time it grew and grew, and now it's like where we're at. It's a really good spot.
So we're gonna bounce around a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. But you just brought up the old heads were playing thrash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We started this off just like firing shots, right? The reason we brought you on is number one, Adam, we had him on Rip Valley Tacos, but you are the musician in the family right now. You are guitarist for Worst Behavior.
Yeah.
Fantastic crossover thrash band. Is this what you started playing? Or if you're going Strife and stuff, that's not what Worst Behavior is.
No, yeah. So I had my first band was called DTD, Determined to Defeat. We did like a tour or two back in our day, like in 07, 06. And that band was, I guess, more like Hatebreed, Terror, like leaning like sound. That the sound of that time frame of like 03, 04. But I like all types of hardcore. And then as I got older, I started rediscovering the older Cro-Mags albums. And of course, you come from Texas, Power Trip, Iron Age, all those bands kind of just like open the floodgate to that sound, which I feel now is like is a Texas sound. Or like Judiciary, also Creeping Death, can name a shit ton of Texas bands that like spawned just off like bands like that.
Okay. First of all, I want to say DTD's sick.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm not from Texas, right? So when I moved down here, like I tried to like research all the Texas bands, and I've come across like all these ones that like not a lot of people talk about, and DTD was one of them. And that album, because the album covers of the vocalist, I guess, holding the mic down, right?
That's me. That's you? That's me.
Okay.
And then if you see like someone like you could barely see it because it's a grainy black and white Xerox photo. You can see like someone wearing a Sworn Enemy shirt. That's Adam.
Sick, I'm finding this right now. Yeah. And we are going to clip this and we're posting this.
That's sick. Yeah, no, dude, DTD's tight. I didn't know you were in that. That's cool. That's way cool. So, I like hearing about this because, like, Texas does have kind of a unique sound. Do you feel like, and again, Trevor said we're gonna bounce around. We should probably do better about like sticking to a thought. And
I'm cool with bouncing around.
All right. Yeah. So one, where do you think that influence from Texas comes from? Is it because it's kind of like its own thing because of how big the state is? I think some of the biggest bands that come out of there, like Pantera and stuff like that. Is that really where you guys get this like Texas sound? And then I got a follow-up question to that.
I mean, I feel like it just progressed, like, because the bands that were the it bands for me, like when I first started getting into this, were like Pride Kills, Will to Live. And then as I was getting into that, as that was happening, Bitter End was starting, Iron Age was coming up, Lying Wait was doing their thing. Like there was a shift that was happening as far as like in the Texas scene, I guess. And I guess people just started like leaning more towards like 80s like crossover influence, like Lee Way,
Mm,
Chromax, things like that. And then we just they Texas just shaped it its own style.
yeah. I love it. I think I've always been a big like thrash fan, so like I love the crossover stuff. So I've really enjoyed the like Texas sound. Do you feel like regional sounds are dying?
I mean, I haven't really toured too much, but I feel like now everyone's just getting their influence from like, of course, it's like the younger kids, right? But like
Mhm.
they're getting it from like TikTok, or they're getting it from like other outlets. I feel like there's too much accessibility, like to want to
Yeah.
sound like whatever's going on across the country instead of like a regional sound. Because I feel like back then, like your local scene, that was your hub. You want to
Yep.
start a band, like maybe something similar to your friend's band, and then yeah, that was the regional sound. I feel like now the accessibility of like so much music has kind of like ruined that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. And I think that's like an interesting thing because I heard someone talk about that like regional sounds are kind of dying. So like how does because like worst behavior is more of this like thrashy Texas sounding hardcore, right?
Mhm.
And obviously that's like well received in hardcore, but how do you like with the younger generation explain that to them? Do they understand that, or do they just look at you guys as like the crossover thrash band playing in a beatdown show because that's like all there is
No,
now?
I mean, locally, I mean, I guess as the years have gone by with like the younger crowd, they've learned like what we've done for our scene and like as far as like our longevity. So they kind of just like been like, okay, well, these are the guys to like, these are the it guys, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
I even feel weird saying that shit, but
yeah.
like, but you know,
It's
they
true
hang
though.
around. I tell them old stories about the scene. They're like, no way, this band played here, and I tell them the whole, you know, story about the show and stuff like that. So I've gotten closer with the younger crowd that's been coming around locally. So I'm hoping they see me as like someone they look up to, not some
Yeah.
dude that's like just living in the past now.
We all are. Don't
So
worry. We all are.
we were actually we were talking about this today when I was driving home from work because we were like, hey, like we've talked to a lot of Texas bands, so a lot of these questions could be recycled and everything like
Yeah,
that. But one of the things we were talking about, you just said it, you haven't toured a lot. Like worst behavior is kind of Rio Grande Valley's old head
yeah,
local band, right?
yeah.
So like the question I have though is like I just lost my train of thought.
No,
But it's
you're good.
like what along with what Kyle said, do you guys have kind of that Texas influence or what is the sound currently happening with the young bands around you right now?
So I feel like right now what's happening, not just regionally, but like, you know, we play a lot of Texas shows, and we've gone on one or two tours in the past year or two. I feel like a lot of the kids just want to play like heavier beatdown stuff, just like
Mhm.
all breakdowns, and it's just like over time, it's just like throw in like a fast part somewhere, man, like something
Yeah.
like just switch it up. But I guess that's what the kids like, you know what I mean? And maybe if I was their age, that's what maybe I would like also. But I mean, since I've heard it all, I've seen it all. I'm kind of just like, all right, man, I can't listen to four breakdowns in a row. You know what I mean? Like, especially
Yeah.
if they don't sound too different. It's like, come on, switch it up,
You
please.
know, it's funny you say that because we met you originally at Flyover Fest
Yeah.
last year. That's where we kind of introduced ourselves. Um, and day one was pretty much peeling flesh knockoffs, right? But listen, no disrespect to any of them. Honestly, like some of the like slam overly heavy bands right now are incredible for what they do.
Hmm.
But whether it's Peeling Flesh or whether it's some of these other bands, like you really wouldn't be able to differentiate that much because of what we were talking about, the TikTok following and all that kind of stuff. So like, do you feel like it's a generational thing? Because when we were coming up, we grew up a lot on like post hardcore. Post hardcore was all the rage, 2005 to 2008, when like those were our really formative years and stuff like that. So this is what Kyle and I were talking about. As an older band, did you gravitate towards thrash crossover because that's your generation, as opposed to doing some of like the newer terror, Hatebreed sound kind of thing? Or like what do you think's happening there?
Well, I personally speaking, like when I was doing DTD, I was just kind of like, I want something different. You know what I mean? Like switch it up. And I'm playing guitar too, so I was like, I want to play something different from a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but like something I do like. Like, you know, I did grow up with thrash music at home, so I was all like, and then hearing Power Trip and Iron Age do their thing, I was like, I want to partake. You know, I want to be part of this too. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just fun to play. I don't know. It just infatuated me, and I decided just to do Worst Behavior in that style.
Just felt right.
Yeah.
Well, you nailed it because Worst Behavior's sick. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, I have another band called False Front. That one's a little bit more like agnostic or early agnostic front
Mhm.
sounding. A little bit of the skinhead sound too, like a little bit of oi here and there.
Yeah, you
So
guys,
I do that
False Front just
also.
dropped new music too, right?
Yeah, we dropped the 7 inch. We actually just got them in the other day, so we should have those in upcoming shows. Actually, Rift Valley with my brother, he's gonna have some at the next pop up. He was like, "You want me to sell them at the next pop ups?" I was like, "If you want, dude, sure." So yeah,
Sick.
he's always supporting me. I'm always supporting him. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So, what was it like getting into heavy music down in Rio Grande? Because I mean, I know Texas has a big death metal scene. I assume that's kind of what was ruling the roost at the time, right?
Yeah, so I think I was like in eighth grade, and we had heard of this venue called Turning Point, which was the venue at the time that hosted like emo shows, punk shows, death metal shows. Me and my brother like one time went to a show there where we saw Bayside play there like the first time, like in Texas. We're not in Texas, but like I guess their first Texas tour. And there was like 10 people there. And we're like, oh, this band's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Later on,
Crazy.
they're fucking huge now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we go to this venue and we thought we are going to a punk show. And we're like, okay, this is like faster than punk than I imagined and a little bit heavier. So it was a death metal show. So that when I was a younger kid, I couldn't differentiate genres. To me, it was just all like rock, I guess, or just alternative. So this is like the first time my eyes are being open to like death metal. And I didn't know anything about this world. So I'm watching these local bands. And then as the years went by, you know, I started like we saw um Demon Seed, Lowbrow, which is like members of I think Massacre and Obituary, like older members.
Yeah.
I think we saw Monomarth there once. This is like when they were barely starting out. Dying Fetus was supposed to play, and I was so fucking excited. The day of the show, this is like this is the early stages of internet and message boards. So if someone canceled, you're not gonna find out until you show up to the venue.
Yeah.
Me and my brother show up. Someone's like, "You're here for the Dying Fetus show?" Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, where's everyone?" He was like, "They canceled." I was like, "Fuck."
They realized Texas was pro-life.
Yeah. Yeah, so we started going to the death metal shows, and then like we started going to a couple punk shows, and then you know we'd alternate from all types of different shows. But as far as like me trying to discover music, my brother had bought a laptop. First thing I did was just try to download everything and anything. And then from there I got into like more like hardcore punk, like Minor Threat, Anti-Nowhere League, shit like that. And then I started finding about hardcore. So I knew Jamie Jasta had a record label called Stillborn Records. And I was like, well, let me see if I can find more bands like that. And then like I would read the CD booklets of like for the Hatebreed albums, other shit. So that's how I found out about like Sworn Enemy, like
Mm.
all other shit like that. And then I would just download music. I found about What Feeds the Fire, like just like everything and everything, like of all types of hardcore. I was just like it showed the length of songs, right? And I was like, okay, if it's like under 30 seconds, I'm gonna check it out. Or if it's a minute long, I'll check it out. If it's more
Yeah,
than 2.5 minutes, I'm not gonna check it out. And that's how I got into like Throwdown and like a bunch of other shit like that.
that's tight. So you mentioned that like you guys started a hardcore band and it kind of didn't go or maybe wasn't as well received at the time. Like, was that just because people weren't familiar with it?
Yeah, people weren't familiar with it. And then like I'm in high school, right? So all the dudes that want to play in a band want to like make money and shit.
Mm.
So they're like, my dad said this isn't gonna make any money. I'm like, dude, I don't go fuck. I'm just trying to like just trying to sound like Hatebreed and like start a hardcore scene. That was like
Yeah.
my thing. And then as the years progressed, we met a few like-minded people. This band called Loyalty and Death. There's a metal band called Dreadscape from Brownsville that was like dudes that wanted to start something new too. So got a couple of our friends together. We'd start playing shows more and more. And then we started cultivating our own community after that. Like we'd bring in like their friends or a couple of people I knew started gaining more interest in the hardcore. And I still remember like the first show we all threw together, just ourselves. And the first band, people are just spin kicking, picking up change. And I was like, I looked at Adam and I was like, dude, I think we just started a hardcore scene. There's like 10 people moshing. And like a year or two ago, it would just been me or you moshing to like a death metal band, like spin kicking, like,
Yeah.
but this is like fucking crazy. Like this is the beginning of something. And yeah, sure enough, it just went from there.
I, I mean,
So
that's
you guys
incredible.
were the ones booking the shows though too.
Yeah, so that was our first show, was all locals, and then it wasn't until like a year or two later we started getting touring bands like hitting us up and stuff to come through. I think one of the first
What year is this?
ones, this is 2006,
6. Okay.
summer 2006, yeah. So yeah, Barricade from Pennsylvania came through, CDC came through, and then I don't remember who else that year, but we started picking like the ball started picking up, and then like because of MySpace, we're able to promote and be
Mm.
like, yo, hardcore show. And then from there, like it just steamrolled.
So what what was it like getting these like hardcore bands from like New York and stuff or whatever or Pennsylvania to come
Yeah.
down to like the
It
Rio
was
Grande?
weird. Like, I don't even know how it was just through MySpace. They saw that, hey, well, this band DTD is from that area. There must be a hardcore scene there, which there was, but there really wasn't because it was like
Right.
the primitive era of it. So when he come through, I mean, me and my friends were like, we need to mosh fucking hard and impress them so they can
Yeah.
tell their friends and then other bands can come through. So we made it a mission to like if a touring band came through, like, yo, go fucking ape shit. Let's try to embarrass the next town they're gonna play, where they're gonna be like, well, fuck, McAllen like was the spot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Were,
that's what we would try to do.
were some of
Was
these
there
bands, I was gonna say, were some of these bands showing up just like, where the hell am I? Right.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean,
and you're
I was
probably
gonna
playing
say
mixed
the same
bills too,
thing.
right? Like, so
Yeah, like I remember First Blood coming through, and then they were just kind of like, dude, we didn't even know this place existed. And sure enough, we fucking went nuts for them. And then man, we've had like Fierce Styles came through also. Uh shit, so many bands. Like Scare Tactic would come through a lot. Yeah.
that's crazy.
So how did the relationship with the over the border towns begin for you guys? Because
Oh,
Adam talked a
so
lot about that.
yeah, so this was probably 2005, 2006. There was a neighboring the border town Matamoros. It's like an hour east. They had a fest called Las Palmas Fest, and they had this band called Unbreakable Faith from there, and they invited DTD. We didn't know what to expect. We are just like, oh, it's probably just gonna be like a small fest, whatever. We get there, and it's in front of this dude Israel, that's his name, in front of his house. He had like a PA set up. He had like a drum set, backline, and there's like 300, 400 fucking people on the street, like in front of his house. And I'm like, yo, is this legal? Like, is this shit gonna get shut down? No, like, I don't know how many bands played. Everyone was just like having a great time, moshing and shit. And we met a bunch of people from Monterrey, all parts of Mexico. And during the show, we see like a tank pass by, and we're like, "Yo, what the fuck was that?" So then, I think they stopped to ask what was going on. They paid them off. The cops left, and we ended up playing, and it got pretty crazy. There was like fireworks, there were like bottle rockets and shit, and I was just like, "Bro, low key kind of scared. I don't want to get fucking hit by a firework." So, but that was fun. And then from there, we would just go, even like on weekends that we didn't have shows, we'd go kick it with them and like barbecue or just like eat tacos with them and build relationship with them. And for a while, we would book their bands to come through whenever we had a good show, or they'd hit us up if they were playing Monterrey. They'd get like a charter bus, so we would get on the charter bus with them, and like we had a driver and everything, and we would go to like the big Mexico fests they would play, or when they would play with Terror or like Walls of Jericho and shit like that. Like I would just go with them. So yeah, it was a good time. It was like, as far as like for hardcore in Mexico, it's still pretty good right now in Mexico City with Uno a Uno.
So listen, don't get too big headed about this. All right. But there's a few communities who are border towns, right? You have the San Diegos, you have you guys, you have some of the stuff in the Arizona and everything. Worst Behavior was just one of the top billed for the children bands, though, to play Mexico City.
Yeah,
There's like Zabalba, Section Hate, Worst Behavior.
yeah,
Like, seems like you guys have a better reputation down in like Mexico and stuff
yeah. I mean, I guess we're
than
closer
outside
to there.
Texas,
Yeah,
right?
honestly, yeah. So we got invited out for that. I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, let's do it. Like, let's book the flights. We'll figure the rest out when we get there. And it was a great time. Shout out to Mario and Uno, Mondo, and all them. That they treated us so well. They made sure we are taken care of. And yeah, Mexico City. I wish I would have been there for like another 3 or 4 days because it was beautiful. I did come back sick though. I did get I did come back with stomach flu, stomach virus, whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a great trip.
So, were these relationships built though back in the day,
So
or like how
the
did you guys get connected?
so Mario, who's in the booking collective over there, Guacamole Booking, and Uno Uno, he used to like live in the border town right across from where I live. It's called Reynosa, and his older band, Crossface, and I forgot the other band he was in. They'd come play McAllen also. Adam would book them, and from there, we just got to know each other and just became good friends. And then he moved and became friends with a lot of the guys from Mexico City and Monterrey, and um, I guess he pitched us to them and they invited us out.
Sick, sick.
Yeah, that's way cool.
So I'm on your guys' Instagram, and I'm watching the Luchador match that you posted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is just a cultural question for you right now, and
Yeah.
it really has nothing like you're watching the video, and as you're looking down, everyone's just on their phone filming,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit of what it's actually less now than it was a couple years ago, but everything was about filming and clips and stuff like that. Like we didn't grow up with that.
Oh no,
How do
not at
you
all.
how do you feel about that today in like a hardcore scene where you're just like, dude, just like put it away and listen, we take clips when we're at shows.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I was
but
gonna say like I partake, so I'm like whatever.
and in all fairness, though, legitimately, I try to pull my phone out for one song for a band. I film, put it back in the pocket. Like I try to attempt to do that the best
Yeah.
I can, kind of thing. But what do you think about that? What do you think about just like the idea of everything is to put on the internet today instead of just like
Well, I think too is like a more overarching question is like the generations that you've seen come and go in hardcore. Like, how has it changed for you? Because that's a big one, filming, right?
Um. Yeah. I mean, that's all. I mean, people call it clip farming, I guess. But I mean, everyone just
okay.
wants to get that one clip where everyone talks about it. Everyone just creates discourse over it. We can see that some of it going on right now.
Yeah.
with
We're gonna get
Banana
into
Man.
that. We don't.
I don't
we
want
don't
to
have to
fucking
get into that. We don't have to get
But
into that.
see, the thing is, like, if I'm glad cell phones weren't like didn't have like a video camera. Maybe some did, but they weren't that great and it looked grainy as fuck. But like back then, with when me and my friends would get in some stuff, I'm glad there was no clips because I probably would not be here right now.
Yeah.
I would not
Yeah.
be talking to y'all. I don't know where I'd be, but
we all have stories, right? We all
Yeah.
saw some, we'll say interesting
so
things that took place.
yeah.
at
So when
shows.
there's people discourse about this whole banana costume guy, it's like, bro, you wouldn't even want to know what has happened in different scenes all across the country that where some people got away with shit. Like, I'm allegedly one of them, but like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people just want to clip farm and do the thing. And you know what? I'm notorious for doing that too, but it's whatever. Look, like, Nine Inch Nails is one of my favorite bands. When I saw them, I was a notorious filmer. I was filming all of my favorite parts of each song. I was pretty bad. I should just put my phone away and enjoyed it, but yeah, I guess I'm just part of my habit now.
No, and that's fair. And like, but here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna get into it. But if you think like if I ever see anything like happen while I'm filming kind of thing, I don't post that. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference for like filming something that you want to see, like you want to support and prop up the band, and there's a thing of I want to get ended canceled. Like,
yeah, that shit's
I'm gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the guy who gets a band canceled.
Yeah,
like, let's post this. Like it's just a weird thing that's happening.
Like if
today.
for some reason if I would have gotten that on my phone, I would have just been like, I'm not gonna show this to anyone.
Yeah.
This is like just asking for some bullshit to stir up, which someone did, I guess. But yeah, like if I got something on camera by chance, I was like, I'm not gonna post it. Like if there's like I'm recording a band, there's a fight, I'm not gonna post the fucking fight. Like that's
right.
That's dumb. Like I'm not gonna.
But that's the thing, and that's what people are doing today, and it's just like it's too much. And like I'm of the opinion, and again, I'm guilty of it because of what we do with the podcast and stuff like that. I film at every show, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I do make a conscious effort to like film, put it away, because there's legit photographers who are there doing it. There's people filming the show. Go follow your local videographers, your local photographers and stuff like that if you want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, come watch my 30-second clip. That is a load of crap.
And, I just want to give a quick shout out to our local dude here, Chump TV. He like records the sets locally. I'm so glad he exists because he documents a lot of as far as what's happened in the past year or two. Like he recorded the Haywire set in McAllen, which is like I go back and watch it sometimes because it was just an amazing night. And just other shows that have happened recently. So yeah, I'm so glad he exists so I don't have to record off my fucking phone.
Exactly.
I think in hardcore right now, there's like almost like a line in the sand of like people that got into it through TikTok that are doing this for like social media clout or whatever. And then people that genuinely want to bring the art back into hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, there's always been people recording at shows. And I mean, I go back and watch clips from like, you talk about Hatebreed. I watch their shows from like the 90s or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Because people recorded it, but it's done for the history and the archive and the art of it, not because someone's trying to post a clip of them moshing on TikTok. You know?
Yeah, that's a thing that I've learned about in the past month or two, that there's like kids that tell their friends like record me moshing. And I'm like, bro, if we did that when we're growing up, we'd get clowned on so bad. We'd get bullied. And like, no, you don't do that. That's just corny.
What happened to the good old days of like, dude, hey, record this while I go try and jump off something and break a leg. You know, that's like, that's what we did. You know? Yeah. You know, we were recording the dumb stuff we were doing, not moshing at shows and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's why it's important that old heads stay in the scene. You know, I think we need to pass down the knowledge. I saw some video on social media where some guy was like, hey, you young kids, you've got 6 months before I start swinging back at you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Came out of my algorithm.
Yeah. And so I was like, hey, good. You know, like, because I remember growing up, like if I moshed into the wrong guy, like, I better be ready to square up, you know?
Like, I feel like back then, me and my friends would mosh hard, but not as hard as some of the kids mosh now. But the thing was, there was legit scary people
Yeah.
in the pits where it's like, please don't hit my friend because he might throw a chair at you, and
Right.
who knows where the night's gonna
Yeah.
go. Like, so it's kind of weird. Like some of these kids are very brave, which is that's cool for them, but back then they would have not gotten away with that. Like,
No.
yeah,
I remember seeing like Zabalba one time, and it was like, this pit's not like, this was not meant for me. Right.
Yeah.
This was meant for all the like 30 and 40-year-olds with face tattoos right now in the pit. I'm in the back, I'm not, this one's not for me. I'll sit out on this one. And it's just,
that was every time I saw Pride Kills, it was just like that. I was like, I know my place.
yeah.
I'll go up and sing along to a couple songs. But once I start seeing chairs and bottles being thrown, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna like hide.
Yeah.
This one time DTD played this fest in San Antonio called Suicide Fest. And Death Threat closed out the first night. The second night was Pride Kills and I think Hoods. And Hoods told the promoters, like, I'm not playing after Pride Kills. The fucking floor is gonna be full of blood and beer. Like, I don't want to play through that. So Pride Kills played before. And sure enough, as soon as the set start, this dude Blocker, he's from Laredo. I just see him holding a fucking TV. And like one of those old school TVs with the goddamn like not a flat screen at all. It was like one of the big ones.
Yeah.
He just throws it across the fucking venue, hits someone, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's starting off crazy already. It's like 10 seconds into the song. And then someone's swinging a ficus. I don't know where they found a ficus in the venue. Like just a fake plant just being thrown around, swung on people. And then like people are slipping on beer, just broken bottles, fireworks. I'm like, where the fuck did y'all bring fireworks from? Like, it was just chaotic. And then by the fourth song, like, everyone just like left because I was like, legit, this venue's gonna burn down. That's how it felt. We go outside, there's like 2 fire trucks, there's 4 ambulances, there's it's fucking chaos. And I was like, yeah, that's a Pride Kill set for sure.
It's wild.
Oh, it's sick. So
Pride Kills was wild back then.
did you make your way up to Tied Down?
No, I did not. No,
You didn't?
No.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah, I wish I would have gone.
Yeah.
It was a
If you had
drive
gone,
too.
what set would you have pulled up to Tied Down?
For sure, Negative Approach. Negative Approach in Detroit, like that's fuck. Like that would have been awesome. That's like, and I love seeing a band like that in their own hometown because of no other like energy or vibe you're gonna get if you see them like anywhere else. I really wanted to see Skinhead. Their last record was so fucking good. I had it on repeat a lot. Carry On. I wish I would have seen Carry On. That would have been sick. That lineup, honestly, from top to bottom, like I feel like I would have told Adam, like, dude, I gotta watch like these next 3 or 4 bands back to back.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a rock block that was crazy. It was like, I think Warthog, Nails, and I don't know who else. And I was like, that's just irresponsible.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I feel like it was one of the better festival lineups that's been announced in a while.
Yeah, the strength of that lineup was really fucking good.
Yeah. The one that I'm tempted to figure out how to get down to is the Within These Walls down in Arizona right now.
Yeah,
dude. Incendiary playing that and Comeback Kid.
Set your goals in a hardcore scene again.
It's Set Your Goals, man.
That's band actually played in McAllen, like when what's the name of that album? The pirate
Mutiny
album.
Mutiny?
Yeah, Mutiny. Yeah. So when bands would come through McAllen, when they would go tour through Mexico, they'd stop by McAllen to be like, fuck it, we're here for a day. Let's just play a show in McAllen. So they would either come play here and then go to Mexico, or they'd come back from Mexico and play here. So I remember like hanging out with them at the border, waiting for like the tour manager from Mexico to pick them up in a van. I was chopping it up with them, talking about Rancid and shit, like just like random bands and stuff. They were cool dudes. And on the way back, we had CDC coming through, and then Say Your Goals jumped on that show. So it was like CDC, Say Your Goals, DTD.
Sick.
Like it was such a it was a cool lineup. It was like on a Wednesday night too. It was like a random weekday show.
I love Say Your Goals. So let's talk about Worst Behavior.
Yeah.
So you guys just dropped the new single. I mean, does it have a title or it's just
Well, yeah.
the
What's
two songs?
it's just 2 song title. Oh, like,
Yeah, okay.
El Ojo and Perdido.
Gotcha. So, dude, it rips, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Talk about these last 2 songs, and then also just a little bit about the history because you've been playing since 2016, but like at least on Spotify, it's like 2019 was the album.
So yeah, we haven't been as active since like 2019. So our guitar player Izzy and our bass player Chris, they wrote these songs. So
Okay.
me, I really didn't do anything. I let them handle it. They wrote really good songs. Like y'all track them, y'all do your thing. And you know the guys put them. We had the drums. We've had these songs for about 2 years. We had the drums recorded for about a year. It's just we've had so many things going on, and finally we got down to tracking the guitars, or the guys did. And yeah, so we've had those on the shelf for a while. So we're glad that they're out. Glad people have been enjoying them. We recently played them at a show down here about last Friday. So right now we're working on the next EP or full length. We're deciding on what we want to do. But yeah, we've been around since 2016. I have another band that I front. It's called Reinforce, and we're in this moment where I was like, I want to start another hardcore band because a lot of the hardcore bands had died out like in 2014 ish, 2013. And then once 2016 came around, I was like, I want to play guitar. Like, my skill level's minimal, but I can write like decently. So I met this dude named Brian. We linked up. We're like, I showed him this thrash band, Sodom. I think they're from Germany. Might be wrong. Metalheads don't fucking kill me over this shit or over the inaccuracy. But yeah, I showed him that band. I was like, I want to cover this like intro part of the song called Magic Dragon. It's like a cool like build up breakdown 2-step part. I was like, I want to cover this, and then like, you know, and just be a crossover band, whatever the fuck. And he was like, dude, I'm down. So we got together, and then we just started the band. And the singer Mondo, I had a class with him. I started college kind of late in life. So I was like in my late 20s, like going to school. And I met Mondo, who was like in a previous band, his previous band called Sustain. We had a class. We kind of knew each other from the scene. And I told him like, we're looking for a singer, and you know, he jumped on, and then we just went from there. And it was a slow start at first, but yeah, like around 2019, that's when we started picking it up. And 2021, 22, that's again, we shifted to another gear. And yeah, we put out Dragged Across Heaven 2 years ago, which is our EP. And yeah, we're trying to be more consistent now that our scene's thriving, and like, okay, now we have shows to look forward to and shit. So, and we're getting touring opportunities too now. So, you know, I wish it would have been sooner, but hey, look, it's happening now. Yeah, we're stoked on it.
So what kind of tour opportunities are they going to be, like 2-week blocks, or like you guys going to go road dog it?
We're looking about like a week and a half in October.
Okay,
so
sick.
Our friend Evan, Morbid Visions, he's like in the process of booking it right now. It's going to be like in the Midwest, East Coast area. So that should be fun. Nothing's confirmed yet on the dates. He's still locking those in, but that's pretty much what we're looking forward to in October.
Cool. I feel like that's kind of a good block between like a week and a half to 2 weeks right now. Like a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, a couple of the local bands here in Salt Lake, right? We have Forever War. We have Mask, who's currently out with like the Acacia Strain and stuff like that, but they're out for 2 weeks, right? It seems like it's a reasonable request versus what was historically, right? Like everyone was out for like 3 months at a time, and like it's just not sustainable.
Yeah, like when Haywire did their 3-month tour,
dude,
like I remember bands doing that like in 2007, 2008.
It was just nonstop. They'd go and then they'd go home for. I just listened to an interview with vocalist for Koyo, and he said the longest block of time that they've had in the last 3 years at home has been like 3 weeks. I'm like, dude, like, I mean, listen, I've got a family. Like, I can't even think about that these days, right? But even if I didn't, like, that's insane to just
I'm
live on the road.
I'm
Yeah.
convinced that Haywire, they're just homeless and have a van, and so they're just driving city to city playing
Dude,
shows.
Austin's like a machine.
Yeah,
Like the way he operates is like on a whole other level. Like I wish I had his energy. Like the
yeah,
dude just it's nonstop, and it's inspiring. Like to see how he gets shit done.
yeah. It is
Yeah.
cool. So
But
random
yeah, I
question.
wouldn't be able to 3 months. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's
2 weeks.
a
I miss my cat. I miss my
long
bed.
Right?
time. So I saw you guys. What was it? February with Soul Exchange up
Oh
here
yeah, yeah. That Black Cat.
at Black Cat. So I wanted to ask, and this is pretty random, and maybe I'm way off here, but there was like an older Latino dude like standing on the side.
Oh yeah.
Was that like family from someone, or was
So
that
I
just
was
like some
I
dude
was
that rolled up?
wondering that too, and I was like, that dude looks like he's from the valley. Who is that guy?
Yeah, I thought it was like one of y'all's like dads or something that was like filming the show.
So our singer Mondo, that's like his friend's dad, from what he told me.
Okay,
So I guess his dad works, I don't know, for like I don't know, company, a factory or something,
okay,
and he works out there in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And I guess they're pretty close. And he was like, Mondo's friend was like, "Yo, my dad's gonna go check y'all out." I was like, "Yo, that's sick that he came out and pulled up."
yeah,
Like, I have friends from surrounding areas that didn't even pull up.
right, yeah,
And like, my our singer's friend's dad pulled up. That's pretty sick. So it's always
yeah.
cool when someone from back home like supports us in any capacity. It's like it's cool.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, because I brought my wife to that show and stuff, and we were both just in the back kind of chuckling because it's like just an old Latino dude with his phone out, and he was like
Yeah,
smiling and stuff, and you could see like almost like a sense of pride and stuff. And I was
yeah,
like, man, it like melted my heart a little bit. I was like, that's
yeah.
so freaking cool.
Like
Like,
one
I
thing
love that.
about like us down here, it's like I guess we have a chip on our shoulder. So we always like anything related to the 956 region, even if it's Laredo,
Mhm.
anything Valley, Laredo, we're like, yo, that's what's up. Like let's, represent, let's like support them and like as much as we can. So
Cool.
because like we're like 3.5 hours south from San Antonio, which is like the closest major city here in Texas. So we would get passed on for like tours and shows a lot. Like I would be harassing booking agents like, yo, like what do you have? Whatever your other city you're looking at, like I'll pay you extra just to make the trip. And we just get passed over a lot. So I guess that's like another reason why like these recent string of shows have been like, all right, we're gonna fucking show everyone like what's up down here. So
Yeah. I mean, that's
Sick.
super cool. It's awesome. That's what this scene's about. That's what this music is about. I don't know that like you could say that about a lot of other things. So it's super cool. It's super cool talking to you and Adam too, and hearing like how much you guys put into it. This stuff wouldn't exist if it wasn't for people like you guys. So
yeah, I mean, we went through our phases down here where like I would be like the only person like booking shows, or Adam would be, or we only had like one hardcore band or two, and we'd have mixed bills, which I didn't mind. It's cool, but it's just we've had rough patches down here,
sure, I'm sure
but we're still fucking doing it. So
it's cool.
That's sick. Okay. Favorite song from Worst Behavior, whether to play or just.
okay, so I wrote this one, but I don't know the way it came up with like I like writing songs, but sometimes it doesn't come easily with me. Like sometimes it takes a couple months for me to finish the song. But the song called "Trapped in a Cage," the riffs
Okay.
just came to me. I was just thought of Chromags, and then thought of All Out War,
Mm,
and it just I spit the song out just pretty seamlessly. So I like playing that song a lot, especially when I wrote that song, I was imagining like the crowd reaction, and when it does get the pop that I'm expecting, I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, like I did something right. So yeah, Trapped in a Cage, that's like my favorite song to play.
Sick. I've been listening to everything over the last few days as we're kind of going through this. Like Dragged Across Heaven, it's a dope EP, but I went back to No Escape, the album.
Okay, yeah,
Selfish Lover.
yes. So
Let's
yeah,
talk about this.
yeah. Okay, so we were trying to be like, all right, let's try to do something different, and we had a friend who played saxophone, and I was like, this might sound really fucking stupid, or kind of funny and like cool. I was like, let's throw a saxophone part in the bridge of the song. So we invite our homie to the studio. I'm like, honestly, I have no idea what I want. Just play whatever. And he starts playing it. We're like, dude, this is like kind sounds kind of silly, but I fuck with it. And like, I feel like some bands are experimenting with saxophones at that time. Like Gag had a song with a saxophone. Angel Dust had a song with a saxophone in it too. So we're like, yo, fuck, if they can do it, why not us? So then we threw it in, and then I was like, also, let's just make sure like let's have that same song without the saxophone, just in case we don't get a good reaction. If people don't fuck with it, okay, go listen to the alternate version without the saxophone.
But you guys committed. You
Yeah.
guys committed to having saxophone in the main track listing.
Yeah.
So like,
Did you ever bring him
kudos,
out live?
man.
Did you ever play live?
Oh no, he didn't.
No.
No.
You guys missed out there getting like sexy
Yeah.
sax man out there. Like, you know?
Listen, get Bill Murray to roll through McAllen and just be like,
Ah.
bro, I got
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
yeah.
That'd be dope.
But no, dude, it's like it's such an interesting song just in general outside of the saxophone because it does feel a little like film noirish, you know what I mean? Like you could see like black and white, like dressed up,
Yeah.
kinda like that old school feel.
Yeah, so our guitar player Izzy, he wrote that song, and he was thinking of "This Love Pantera" with I don't
Okay.
know what other song, and honestly, that song like people don't mosh too hard for that song, but they just love the song in general. Like they just
Yeah.
love the build-ups, the structure of it, like just all different parts of the song. So that's like a crowd favorite. We usually like try to close the set with it. And
Dude, it's sick.
that was one of the last album. Well, that was the last release we had with our drummer Brian, and our drummer now Carl. He actually filmed the music video for it. So
Oh, sick.
there's a music video for it if you haven't seen it. But it's like it's us playing in this venue that we used to play a lot, but it was like during COVID times. So the venue is empty. We add blue lighting. We had some chains hanging from the ceiling. And then the other footage, the storyline footage, is like our friends dressed in bondage. So me and Carl went and like he brought all these lights. I was directing. I was like, pinch his nipple, like whip him a little bit harder. Like, you know, it was funny, but like we're all friends, so we're comfortable doing that. So shout out to our friend George and Beto for being the stars in the music video.
Yeah, go watch the music video too if you haven't seen it. Now I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
That's great.
You have to go day 2 and you come in all your leathers as well. Like,
Yeah.
You know, director get involved.
I might have left with a whip. Yeah.
Have you ever seen all the memes about Quentin Tarantino in From Dusk to Dawn, where he plays the dude who licks Selma Hayek's feet?
Oh yeah, I saw that. And then
there's
like, other
Danny.
films.
There's Danny who's coming in. He's just like,
wilding out.
hey man, like,
yeah, right. Hey, it's
you
for the
need
music
to
video.
sub out for a minute? Like here, like
It makes sense. It's part of the music video.
here, let me show you, man.
Why are you
Like
filming with your
this is
phone,
what I
though?
want you to do.
Yeah, why are you
Yeah.
taking pictures on your phone though? You know, that doesn't make any sense. That's great. That's great.
Oh man,
So-
no, that's awesome. But dude, it's freaking awesome. The sound is great. Everything you guys are doing is great. What is the reaction that you guys are going for? Being a crossover thrash band, do you like the hair whipping metal side of it, or being the hardcore kid?
Do you
wanna
play
see
metal
someone-
shows? Do you play metal
Yeah,
shows?
so not as often anymore, but when we first started out, we're trying to like let's see what crowd we get, because obviously we get the hardcore crowd, but let's see if like we'll play like the metal crowd, like the coworker metal crowd too.
See if you can
Let's
tap
check it
in?
out.
Yeah.
And some of them would be like dancing along or just like head banging, and we're like, all right, that's cool. That if we can get a reaction from them, we can get a reaction from anyone. So
Yeah.
I mean, I personally like playing hardcore shows. I would rather see people beating the shit out of each other and spin kicking than like headbanging. But honestly, I'm not opposed to it. If people, to me, I'm like, react however you want. Like, you know what I mean? Do your thing. I don't give a fuck. Even if you want to like mosh and you can't do it properly, express yourself. Do it. Who cares?
Come strapped up in leather. Danny's
Yeah,
got you.
yo, let's go. Let's recreate the music video right now. So, I mean, I'm open to anyone. Like, as long as they fuck with us and like the music, do whatever you want. Like, have a good time.
It's cool.
Sick.
That's awesome.
So, what you guys?
I'm
Go ahead,
against
Kyle.
headbanging because like I don't have hair, so you know it's that's a sore spot. So
It's a little discriminatory towards you.
exactly.
Is that what you're
you know?
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't use
So,
I can't use the language hair whip
You know,
because
I
you
actually
don't have hair.
I think in England, it's like a protected class now. Bald people are. So you know,
Oh
we're
shit.
we're behind here in the US.
Listen, Daddy, it was a Daddy. Kyle makes shit up just to
Okay.
sound
What are you
smart.
talking about? I'm
It's
not
like,
making anything up.
no one in Europe is being bald a protected class.
Looking it up right now. Be bald, protected class in England.
Oh man, what
Calling
is,
a man
what
bald is sex-related harassment in England. What up? What up?
all right. What do you guys got coming up, bro?
Right now, well, we're playing with Out of Pocket and Fatal Realm down here next Friday, so that should be a
Oh, that's
fun
sick.
show. After that, oh, shit, I don't know. I don't know what's after that. I guess we want to like physically release these two songs like on a tape, 7-inch. But for sure, we're just gonna right now game plan for like the tour coming up in the fall. Just get ahead of it since we all have careers, we all have like real shit going on. So
Yeah.
kind of sucks. It's like, why couldn't I get this opportunity and do these things? And I was like in my 20s or, you know, but whatever, it is what it is. So
What about your other projects? What else you have? coming
False
out?
Front, we got that 7-inch out recently. We're planning a release show. As far as touring, I'm not too sure yet. Maybe a couple weekenders over the summer. But we just have so many shows. Me and the singer Chris from False Front, we have a lot of shows coming down over the summer. E-Town Concrete's coming through.
Sick.
Years Spent Cold. Shit, we have a bunch of stuff. A lot of like shows like overlapping. So it's kind of sucks because like we want to go tour or do weekenders, but it's like we gotta take care of what's going on down here, you know. So but we try to make it work. It's gonna be a fun summer, especially down here.
Cool.
Sick.
Last thing I have is, are there bands, anyone else you want to shout out from down there?
Yeah. Shit, it's a long list probably, but if I miss any of y'all, I love y'all. I'm old. I forget.
Too many shots to the
but
head.
yeah. I mean, False Front, obviously. Reinforce, my other band. Mankind, younger kids from here, they're doing their thing. They have another band called Perdition, Inconvenient Truth, cradling broken glass. They're like a newer metalcore band from here. They're doing a lot of cool shit. This other young band called Cowboy. It's a funny name, but they're actually pretty good. They're like really good actually. Just a lot of bands like down here that have been playing locally.
Cool.
My brain is going blank, so if I missed you, I'm sorry. But yeah, all our friends in Texas, Soledad, Dysmorphia, Born Savage, Soul Exchange, Nemesis, Inner Self, Straightforward, Realms of Death. I keep going. Ozone.
Yeah.
Keep going.
There's
Texas
a lot
has
of
too
good
many
stuff.
bands.
Yeah,
And we keep making more too. So
yeah.
Just never ending.
yeah, it's never ending. But yeah, but shout out to all the rest of my band members, Mondo, Chris, Izzy, Carl, those guys. I'm so glad they're in my band because I don't write as much, so I'm glad they're like taking the reins in that and like writing cool shit. So it was cool to see their songs like be released and put out.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to hang out with you guys a little bit when you're here in Dallas, and they were all cool dudes. So makes it a lot easier,
Yeah,
and
no,
when
for
people
sure. We
aren't
get along
mixed,
really
so,
well too. So
yeah.
we have no egos. We just go out there, do our thing, and come back home. But yeah, Rift Valley taking over every fucking fest in hardcore.
Yeah, seriously.
He told me
Yes,
this.
sir.
I don't know if it's been announced yet, but he texted me like this afternoon. He's like, "I just confirmed Snow and Flurry." I was like, "Oh shit, dude!"
That's
So
tight.
You
that's
heard it
cool.
here first.
Yep. It's
Rift
exclusive.
Valley.
The fest promoters like, bro, stop! Don't announce that yet. But yeah, Adam just like, yeah. Then there's another fest that he announced today. Also, I'm like, bro, how do you do this? Like, I just get tired over like one weekender. You're like
Yeah.
driving for hours on end.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's crazy.
seriously, some of the best tacos. So shout out Adam
Hell
and
yeah.
Valley. So
Yeah, and like shout out to everyone at Flyover. Amazing fest, amazing staff. They do such a great job with the fest, from behind the scenes stuff to the lineups and all that. Like, it's sick. I love going there like every year with my brother. And I met a lot of cool people there. And it's cool to see the people from years before buying tacos. I'm like, oh shit, I remember you from the year before, and like,
Yeah.
and all that. So it's sick.
That's cool. Well, if you guys go
Sick, dude.
again this year, just swing
Oh,
by
I'll-
Dallas and pick me up. And
You know what? We possibly could. My
dude,
brother
I'll
would not
sling
mind.
tacos. I can sling
Yeah.
tacos. I got you.
Honestly, my
guys.
brother's open to like anyone helping him out. Like, so he might take you up on that offer.
Yeah. I might have to hit him up. Be like, dude, I ate a lot of tacos when I was living in
Yeah.
Mexico. I know how to do it. So
Yep.
I can help out. But
Yes,
cool, man.
sir.
Well, seriously, we appreciate you. Huge fans of Worst Behavior and False Front and DTD. So reunion show. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we had one in San Antonio a couple weeks back. It was fun. It was a
Oh,
small
really?
room.
Heck
Got
yeah.
pretty violent. It was fun.
Nice. Heck yeah. So, but yeah, dude, big fans. And so looking forward to all the rest coming out. And if there's anything else we can do, let us know. So,
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
peace.
Peace.